Hello. There is never a better feeling than when purchasing a new physical game for the first time. The form, the feel, the smell, the taste. Box arts, an art form as old as time itself.
I could have sworn you were older.
These things are incredible and deserve their own white boy retrospective on them. Aw shit, they beat me to it. But today we're not going to focus on the spectacular art of the cover, nor the crucial design work of the back. No. Instead, we're going to be focusing on the in-between! The insides of Nintendo Switch box arts. We're going to be ranking how I think they do, going off of my own personal collection. We'll keep the rankings simple by having a scale of 1 to 5. How does that sound, Hackney?
Fan-bloody-fucking-tastic!
Great, then let's get cracking. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Wow, I just got goosebumps holding this in my hands. Yes, the first game to ever be released for the Nintendo Switch almost 8 years ago. What the fuck? This box art alone had some big shoes to fill, but more importantly, how well did the inside do? Well, we've got this great big sprawling artwork of Link doing what BOTW is best known for, climbing. This artwork alone is the reason why the Nintendo Switch sold like hot condoms in its first year. Hell, it inspired me to give climbing in real life a go because of how easy Link makes it look. It's not. This is a high five for me.
Oh yeah, now this is gaming!
1-2 Switch. Oh god, this thing. Yeah, the other game that was meant to sell the Switch on launch. I think Nintendo would have been beyond fucked if BOTW wasn't released alongside it. Inside, the quality matches the game itself. It's a collage of all the game's minigames, which is actually a fun idea. But what the hell am I meant to gather from looking at these screenshots? 3 marbles inside a box? Okay, that's just a cow. There are 2 different games with feet as the main thumbnail? That's just a gorilla. Ooh, this game has Shy Guy Says, but for white people. That's just a baby. What the fuck is this box art? I'm giving this 1 to 2 points for 1-2 bitch.
That just happened.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Oh man, I've always found the inside of this case to be a really fun one. It's a little tutorial, showcasing all the main buttons you'll be using as you drive and shit. It's honestly really perfect for when someone new plays Mario Kart, and all I have to do is show them this case for them to get an idea of how to play. It also makes me miss the paper manuals that would come with the games and do what this pretty much does, but teach you more. RIP. If there's one thing you can always count on Mario Kart to do, it's to do it right. Okay, almost always. 5 points.
That Luigi guy sucks at Mario Kart, by the way.
Arms. Holy shit, Nintendo invented limbs? Makes me wish I had arms in real life. Man, I forgot this game existed. Also, I forgot what the inside of the box art looks like. Oh man, it wants to be Mario Kart so badly. I do appreciate it's going for the tutorial route instead of just an artwork of the stadiums or something, but I think it's a bit harder to read what it's telling you compared to Mario Kart's. Like Mario Kart, you go, oh, that's the button to drift. Oh, that's the reverse button. It also helps that people already know how to use a car too, from real life experience. No one has any idea what the hell arms are. Okay, that's punch left, that's punch right, got it. That's, cha-cha real smooth. Oh, that's the tickle your opponent button. Oh, and who could forget the ability to fart? I'm still gonna give arms a 4 though. Good stuff.
Arms, you've done it again. For the first time.
Splatoon 2. Oh man, if holding BOTW gave me goosebumps, then this just made me fucking come. This is one of the most important games to me, I reckon. But reminiscing is for another day. When the feds catch me and put me in an insane asylum, the insides have always felt cozy to me. Splatoon's 2D artwork is one of my favorites, and if I'm being honest, looks way better than the actual game's art style. Number 2's one is so stylish too, with its prominent use of reds and orange that match the Switch's game case. And it also shows the key modes of the game, a story mode derived from Splatoon 1, and an all-new Salmon Run mode for the COD Zombies sort of crowd. And what's even cooler is when you realize that the front cover is advertising Turf War, so all 3 major game modes have their own spotlight on the box art of this game. That brings a silly little smile to my face. There's your 5 points, Splatoon 2. You've earned it.
Watch out, I'm about to Splatoon all over the place.
Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Did anyone else struggle to get into this one, or was it just me? I used to hear non-stop how well designed this game was, and a highlight in the Mario series, but I just couldn't quite get a hold of it. Maybe I was too young, or perhaps the concept of Mario with guns was too far-fetched for my fussy game appetite as a kid. Except for Super Gangster Mario. He's cool as fuck. The box art, however, is the one thing I can comfortably bash. What is this goofy ass wallpaper with the same 7 heads repeated? Lame! Although it came with this redeem code for what looks like a real gun given to you by Nintendo. If anyone wants to redeem it, here's the code. I literally don't care. Also a note for customer service in case this game is too horrific for you. And an advertisement for a better game. These little extras just barely bump up the point scale to a 2. And I mean just barely.
Oh, so you were always like this.
Super Mario Odyssey. Oh, hell yeah! The game that removed the Mexican race. What a great game, and an even greater inside of the case. I mean, lyrics to the game's major song, which is still fucking crazy to think about, by the way. A song about Super Mario took the world by storm? What the fuck? I always carry this case around with me because of how often this game makes me want to bust out and sing. So it's always handy to have the lyrics in front of you to remember the words. I'd give this 5 points, but the game case isn't waterproof, so that's 1 knocked off.
I just put a comb through my stash and now I've got panache? What the fuck, man?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I can make up words as well, Nintendo. Troglodyte Prometheus. Hire me. This is a game and I played 5 hours of it, but it was too difficult for me to play because whenever the big titty girl was on screen, I was too paranoid that my parents would walk in on me and belt me for playing borderline porn.
You don't understand. She isn't a naked woman. She's a sword.
The insides convey nothing about the explicit content too. A little warning plastered here would have been nice. 1 out of 5. Fuck you, Xenoboob's chronic back pain.
That freak at the back is scaring me.
Yoshi's Crappy World. Oh, sorry. Yoshi's Crafted World. But was I really wrong the first time? Nah, I don't mean to be mean to Yoshi.
But I love her so much, don't I, Yoshi? I love you so much. You're a good birdie, aren't you? I love you, Yoshi. I love you.
I found this game to be really weak compared to Woolly World, and I don't really remember why. I'll have to do a white boy retrospective on that some other day.
Hey y'all!
Anyway, the inside is another tutorial for the controls. Very nice. And hey, what the fuck? Why does the art style look better here than in the actual game? The 3D characters always looked a tad bit off in the game, especially Yoshi himself. These animations look so fucking stiff and jarring. So looking at this makes me upset, because imagine if the game's world was 3D, as it already is, but the characters and visual effects are 2D like the designs here. Oh, Yoshi's cunt fuckery world, you've made me so mad. You only get 3 points.
Not you, because you're so beautiful, aren't you? You're so beautiful. You're beautiful, birdie, aren't you? You're worth 5 points, aren't you? Yeah, do a flip, you baddie.
Rayman Legends Definitive Edition. Cool game, but for some dumb reason, 14-year-old me preferred New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe to this. Unrelated, I was voted world's biggest moron at that time. The inside isn't anything to write home about, just an artwork involving all the characters jumping about. I gotta give it to New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. It has the better game case interior. My 14-year-old self feels so validated right now. Also, shut up Ubisoft. I already purchased Mario Fucks Rabbids Kingdom Orgy. 3 points.
Not too shabby.
Super Mario Maker 2. Okay, check this out. Need I say more?
Nope.
5 points to Super Mario Maker 2. I'm in my kitchen now. Mario Tennis Aces. Ah yes, the first entry in the Switch's series of Mario sports titles, which would set the vibe for how they would be received. Bad. I'm surprised that with Nintendo's release early and finish it later philosophy, that we didn't get the completed box art until months later. But no, it was here on... But no, it was here on day one, and I don't have too many complaints about it. It follows Mario Kart's footsteps of being a tutorial, which as we all know, satiates my box art desires. Again though, a little bit too hard to read. Like, I think I understand what it's saying here with the different ways the ball can be hit. Though I'm not sure what this means. R is for Mario Trail Mode. It's good to see the Cha-Cha Real Smooth is back. And the all-new feature of first-person shooter mode to take down your opponents. Decent stuff. I'll give it a low 4.
Mario just aced this round of tennis.
Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Oh wow, a mashup trilogy of 3 old games remastered. With an opportunity like this, I wonder what cool design they've gone for on the inside. I wonder what cool design they would have gone for on the inside. Is it weird that I find this less offensive than the Mario plus Rabbids one? I'm guessing because this isn't a Nintendo published title that third parties get the choice to have an empty box art interior. 1 point for you, Crash Bandicoot.
How could they do this?
Super Mario Party. What makes this entry so super compared to the other entries in the series? It ain't the inside of this cover, that's for sure. This looks really lazily put together. A screenshot from the game's opening, this weird jagged border, this tiny little badge of honor with the game's name on it. I get the theme that they were going for with a big party celebration, but my god, I've seen birthday cards with more exciting designs than this. 2 points.
I hate it when video game box art interiors get 2 points.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Wow, what a game. Actually, this is more than just a game. This is a piece of history. Everyone was bonkers for this entry in the series.
Link from Odyssey!
And that hype was so infectious. I don't know if they're gonna ever be able to... Don't chew the microphone. Oi, oi, don't you chew it. Sorry, I know my kids are distracting. I don't know if they're ever going to be able to recapture that hype with a new entry.
No fucking way they added Mickey Mouse.
Because so much emphasis was put on the fact that everyone is here.
Travis Scott?
And what more expresses that than the box art's interior itself? A lineup of all the characters' portraits stacked together to really emphasize how literally everyone is here. And that is so exciting. It may not be the most creative use of this space, but it's really effective at getting you excited to try out all these characters. And that alone is what gives it a 5 for me. Is what I would say if it wasn't for the fact that the back of the case already has all these characters on display with the titular tagline of "Everyone is here." So that makes this interior feel really redundant. And from a casual consumer's perspective, I'd be wondering if there was more to this game than just a whole bunch of fighters.
Ah, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That, sir, is an excellent fighting game. This is a fighting game? Yeah. What do you think it was? Well, it shares the exact same title as the last orgy I attended. The only difference being that the subtitle wasn't Ultimate, but instead Brawl. Oh boy, do I have a game for you. Yo, that's crazy! Say, you wouldn't happen to have one with Nintendo Wii U in it, would you? Holy shit, that one was one of my favorites! There's also one with 3DS in the title. I met my best friend Thomas at that one!
It's still a cool box art design, but maybe something different could have been done with it. 4 points.
The Creeper?
Brawlout. I remember getting this game for Christmas after having Smash Ultimate from launch, booting it up and playing one round before realizing that it doesn't play like Smash Ultimate at all, and shelved it until this very moment. No shade to Brawlout. See, he's getting plenty of sunlight. It just never was going to live up to the legacy of Ultimate for me. What I'm trying to say is that this map would have made more sense if I actually gave the game a fair chance. It just means nothing to me. It gives off the exact same vibe as opening up a random fantasy novel and seeing a map of Penislandia and not understanding what any of it means.
Oh, hello, what's this?
2 points.
It could be worse. It could be icebreakers.
The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening HD. No, sorry. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Sorry, I was trying to do this in order of release, but then I realized that Mario Maker 2 and Yoshi's Crafted World both came out in 2019. So now it's out of order. Whoops. Anyway, Link's Awakening. Good game. I enjoyed it. And it's another case of a piece of art as the splash wall for this box art. I actually like this one more than the other regular artworks we've ranked, because it's not just a simple screenshot or a portrait of a bunch of characters. It's a completely unique artwork, and one day I hope we can see a Zelda game copying this art style.
3 points.
I think I speak for everyone when I say, please don't ever eat on camera again.
Luigi's fucking Mansion 3. Oh, this game. This game defined a chapter of my life for me. It is the game that I have followed most closely before release, trying to learn every little detail, which was very exhausting looking back on it. And it's a game that introduced me to a bunch of nerds like myself who were also doing the same, excited for this game's release. Shoutouts to Cherry's Orchard. So when I look at the interior of this case, I see magic. I see a gorgeous artwork showing off the lobby of the hotel where this ghoulish adventure begins. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is just another artwork splash wall, and you've already said how they don't really impress you. So why is this one different? Buddy, have you seen my channel? Don't you think I'm maybe a little bit biased? I would give this a 5, but I think I should be fair and acknowledge my favoritism and only give this game a 4.9 out of 5. But then, for simplicity's sake, let's round up the decimal point and hey, we got a 5 out of 5! Let's fucking go, Luigi's Mansion 3, you son of a gun! Luigi's Mansion 3. Again. Oh yeah, my second copy of this game. That's how much I was whipped for Luigi's Mansion, by the way. Well, since I already picked you up, I might as well give you 5 points again and add the two Luigi's Mansion 3s together for a 10 out of 10, the best box art interior in the whole wide world, baby! Animal Crossing New Horizons. Ooh, our first ever Animal Crossing game on the Switch and our first ever first-party Nintendo game to first release during our first ever COVID-19 pandemic lockdown. There's a first for everything. A fun little island getaway to take our minds off the real-world horrors beyond our front door. Gee, thanks, Nintendo. And nothing quietly says that sentiment better than this inside. You're alright. It's a cute little collage of images relating to the Nook Inc. getaway package. And I also like how there's a little Animal Crossing logo right where the game cartridge goes. That's a fun use for this spot. And the last thing I want to point out is, what the hell is this structure? It makes sense at first glance, like, oh, it's the dock to get onto the dodo plane. But then you look at it for more than a second and realize that this dock is just stranded in the middle of the ocean. This guy has probably been trapped here for God knows how long. I can only assume that the in-law reason for this is that Tom Nook and Dodo Airlines skimped out on some plane safety checks to save money. And this guy was one of the unfortunate few to experience that cheapskatedness firsthand. God, it must suck to be you. 3 out of 5. I like it.
3 out of 5. He likes it.
Hi, I'm at my computer now. Paper Mario the Origami King. This is the 6th entry in the Paper Mario series, and the 3rd entry in the What the fuck are we doing here guys series. Yeah, so no matter how Nintendo marketed this, people were gonna see right through their facade and realize that this is just Sticker Star 3. Now me personally, I like Sticker Star and Color Splash, so I was fine with this. But even I was annoyed that this was the 3rd game in a row where it seemed the developers had their fingers in their ears going to all the criticisms of the series at this point. And I think the inside of this box art conveys that sentiment very well. You open the case and see, spoilers! Nintendo thought it'd be a fun idea to put all of the common enemies you are going to fight here front and center. So there would be no room for imagining what potential new enemies you might come across. This was just another nail in the coffin for the Paper Mario series, as these are all just regular ass enemies you'd see in a new Super Mario Bros. Game. I wish I could have been that guy who was hyped as hell to see Crowbar's return from Mario Bros. DS. But again, it just shows how they were grasping at straws for anything different they could add while having to adhere to the bullshit mandates they had. If those are even real. This is gonna be a 2 from me. Probably would have been a 3, but everything surrounding this interior brings it down a bit.
Well, everything surrounding you brings me down a bit.
Metroid Dread. Fuck, I love this game. Got my ass handed to me by Chozo soldiers more than I care to admit. Don't have much more to say except Nintendo, you should be making more Metroids and less museums, please. The inside isn't anything special, unfortunately. Just a generic sort of sci-fi holographic X-ray vision thingamabob on Samus. I think I'm supposed to be enamored, but instead all I can think of is this being an image of Samus getting a full body MRI and the doctors having to explain that she is now part Metroid. What an awkward conversation that would be. I wish my great aunt Gertha had Metroid virus. Instead, she just had cancer. 2 points to Dread.
R.I.P. Great Aunt Gertha.
WarioWare, get it together. Real mature, Nintendo.
Yeah, piece of shit!
Oh yeah, I do it. Haha! Can't stop a Luigi!
3 out of 5.
Fuck that Luigi guy.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. Man, I wish I was cool enough to have an opinion on this game. Instead, I just don't give a fuck. Well, maybe the inside of this box art will leave more of an impression. Oh, hell yeah! I still don't give a fuck! Okay, to be fair, this is doing a better job than some other box arts I know. But I wish I just felt something from this. Anything! I'll even take depression. The key art, I'm pretty sure, is just a collage of illustrations made for the original release. And this side of the box art is clearly going for that look of, whoa, it's an ancient tapestry. But instead, it just looks like patches of mold from me leaving it in the water too long. Well done, Skyward Sword HD. You are the most 3 out of 5 points I'll ever give.
Bruce, do you fucking ever do anything right?
Pikmin 3 Deluxe, let's go! A game I do give a fuck about. This is one of my favorite series of all time. It was 8-year-old me's first ever exposure to the craziest mechanic I ever saw in a video game. Stress! It also introduced me to my love of nature. Yeah, it's a bit weird to say, isn't it, that a video game is what made me look up and realize how beautiful life around us is. I'd be chilling in my backyard all the time because of this series, and I'm happy to report that the inside of this box art emphasizes that nature vibe so well. Look how sprawling this is. It's like real life is at my fingertips, and now I never have to go outside again.
Isn't this just a key art repurposed from its original release?
Well, yeah, but unlike Skyward Sword HD, at least this makes me feel something. 4 out of 5, my little Pikmin.
Haiku.
Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury minus Miko's Rampage. I tried contacting Nintendo about my side mode that should have been implemented, but for some reason, I never heard back from them.
And then, when he consumes enough G Fuel, his Gamer Rage meter fills up. Then he can say slurs to children online. It's a pretty freaking sweet idea if you ask me. Hello?
Anyway, we open the box art and see... Oh, okay, that's just the coolest thing in the world. Literally, the only downside to this interior is that the actual Bowser's Fury game mode doesn't look this graphically detailed. So I just get jealous of what could have been looking at this. I also love how much of a tonal whiplash this is. You go from...
Super Mario 3D World, baby! Woohoo!
To...
Bowser's motherfucking Fury, boys! 5 points to Bowser!
Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I like how Warrior game fans are always trying to tell you that their games aren't just about mashing buttons to win. They're always like, no, you must rat-a-tat-tap A, X, and Y 3 times in a row while alternating L and R to pull off the mighty shit-stain strike. It's way more in-depth than you think. Meanwhile, the quickest way to beat the game is... Age of Calamity was okay, just boring for me to play. I tried pushing through to see this game to completion, but once I saw the every cutscene video in my recommended tab, it was all over. Oh, come on, what is this? I'm trying to be fair to this game, but it's not making it easy. I love the Breath of the Wild era art style, but there just needs to be a little bit more going on here. I don't know, just put some Guardians in the back. That'd make this box art exciting.
Oh, fuck!
1 point out of 5.
I hate 1 point out of 5.
Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I wouldn't go that far, just some stars. We all know the story with this one. A very mediocre mashup of Mario's greatest outings so lazily put together. And that stupid limited time tactic that meant nothing because this game can still be so easily found in the wild. And if you were wondering, it doesn't get any better on the inside. I mean, I kinda like how it's structured. I just would have preferred some original art or something. Plus, some of these images don't feel like they have any rhyme or reason to them. Like, did we really have to have 2 pictures of Whomp's Fortress right next to each other?
Really, Nintendo?
2 points. There was some effort there. Oh, who am I kidding? No, there wasn't. 1 point.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Mario Golf Super Rushed. How has no one thought of that joke before? It's so good. Oh, please be a tutorial. Please be a tutorial.
Yes!
This is the worst one yet. Does Nintendo do this on purpose? Like each tutorial box art represents the quality of that Mario Sports spin-off title? Mario Kart's been the best, Mario Ace has been just okay enough, and Super Rush killed my grandma. ZL does whatever that is. You get to choose which side of the road you want to drive on.
Don't try this in real life, kids.
We have the return of first-person shooter mode because golf needed something to make it exciting. And I like how the cartridge blocks the map icon here. Come on, how did Mario Kart get it right with the placement of its box art, but you two can't get your shit together? 2 points, you disappointment, you.
That does it. I hate golf.
Hi, I'm outside now, touching grass. A Nintendo fan could never. Also, sorry if you hear a lot of cicadas going off. I tried quieting them down, but they wouldn't listen to me for some reason. Shut up, nature! I'm recording a YouTube video. Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Unlike what this title suggests, this game is anything but forgettable. I mean, have you seen the boss of World 3? Oh, mama! A lot of unforgettable nights looking up pictures of her online. And then the World 6 boss? Hubba hubba! This landmark Kirby game better have a damn good box interior, or else I'm gonna scream. I mean, it's not bad. It is an in-game screenshot, but a screenshot of one of the most iconic moments of the game. That drive to the abandoned city, accompanied by the song lyrics in a first ever mainline 3D Kirby game? It's pretty special, but it's also pretty uninspired. Plus, it's got these black borders that are meant to make it look cinematic, but it kinda just looks like they didn't resize the image correctly to fill in the whole case. 1 point only. Sorry, Kirby.
One as in 1 to oatmeal.
Mario Party Superstars. Oh, this is actually an interesting one. A much needed return to form for the series. The developers finally listened to the fans and learned all their mistakes from previous Mario Party entries. Kinda. I think they still had no idea how to actually make a good Mario Party, because this whole game is just remade stuff from the first 3 games, and then all the best minigames from across the series. Well, like any good artist will tell you, imitating is the best way to learn. And learn they sure as hell did by the time the next entry rolled around. I wonder how the inside of this case fares to Super Mario Party's one. Much fucking better. Wow, this is so vibrant and way more fun to look at. Screenshots of all the best minigames and Honeycomb Havoc, the generic Mario series renders plastered together is way more exciting than just an in-game screenshot. And I love these little icons littering the behinds of the characters. I don't see a repeated picture in sight. Honestly, all-round great stuff and a much needed improvement over the last entry. 4 out of 5. Now this is a party.
Okay, now say party, but replace the P with an F.
Oh my god, I just realized the N-word is written back there. I hope the video can't pick up on that because I really don't want to spend so much time censoring it. Fuck. Well, we're this deep in, oh well. Nintendo Switch Sports. Oh god. No, no, no. We're not going there today. I'm not going to launch into a tangent on this one. Plenty of other people have done that, and they have done it so well, because this game deserves to be bashed. Let's just be completely fair to the game and review the inside of the box art. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not having any of this. Nintendo bitch Sports, you are an ungodly piece of shit. Wii Sports was such an important game in my house growing up, and I couldn't have been more excited to share that experience with my family with a new entry. But classic Nintendo had to do their usual fuck up of something that was pretty near perfect. Sportsmates instead of Mii's? Ew, gross! Exclusively play online if you want to earn customization options in monthly catalogs? Yuck, that is disgusting! Only 6 sports at launch, 3 of them playing roughly the same, and golf was going to be a mode added to the game at a later point when they were just reusing all the old holes from the previous entries? There are bugs in my skin and you put them there! And you have the gall to act like you're all cute and modern and corporate friendly with your fake-ass minimalistic piece of shit box art. Fuck off. 0 out of 5. I don't care that Crash Bandicoot didn't get a 0 for having nothing. That game didn't need to for being third party. You are a first party game, but you're acting like a last party game with all your shitty design decisions. Oh god, that took a lot out of me. I need something positive to cheer me up. Ah, piss. Mario Strikers Battle League. Football. Man, I hate being Australian sometimes. Fun fact, this was my first ever game review I did on this channel when it first came out. Although I say game review loosely because it was actually just me dicking around with the game, getting mad at the insanely difficult CPUs, and then tacking on a 2-minute segment about my thoughts on the game.
I am a little under the weather, and that is because I have been banging your mum.
I like to think I've definitely improved on my editing skills and writing as well since that era of my life. Alright, a Mario sports title. I've got high hopes that this is a tutorial that can rival Mario Kart's quality. Well, it's definitely on par with Mario Golf's quality. To be fair, if this game case went with the tutorial route, then it would probably have to extend to the back with how complex the controls are. This box art is a pretty mixed bag in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I definitely dig the characters and the sexy as hell Strikers art style. Although I feel like it'd be much better if the artworks worked a bit more harmoniously. What I mean by that is, at first, it looks like each side of the box art has the characters facing that way, as if the dividers split these two sides off like into 2 teams. which is a creative as hell idea for a box art interior. But then you notice characters like Rosalina and Donkey Kong that break this trend, and it kind of disrupts the flow they almost had, which I assume by accident. I'll give this a high 2, just because the separate illustrations are cool as fuck.
Cool as fuck.
Splatoon 3. Oh baby, another Splatoon game. Sorry, could you tell I love this series? And I've come to expect that every Splatoon game represents an era of my life. Splatoon 1 was a final glimpse of pure childhood. Splatoon 2 was all about me growing up alongside it. And Splatoon 3? Damn straight. This was the biggest drop-off I've ever had in a game I love. I used to be all over this game like a lovesick puppy, but now, I don't know, a lot of little things changed in my life and they all added up to the point where I just don't pick this game up as often as I used to. I'll play it once every few months with mates when a big run is out, but that's about it.
What the hell happened to us?
Well, that's a topic for another day. We're here for the box art interior, and it looks like they followed up on the idea of the inside of the box art matching the new modes of the game. You have a story mode akin to Splatoon 1 and Salmon Run from Splatoon 2. Huh. Would it have killed them to put anything actually new on the inside? I don't know, like table turf, tricolor, merch all grown up? I don't know, just anything new would do. Because as it is, you are not beating the Splatoon 2 DLC allegations. And I can see how casual consumers would get confused by which is which.
One day I'll figure this out.
Splatoon 3, you get 3 points.
Yay.
-1.
Oh.
The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Oh man, we're getting all the games that have upset me in one way or another. For example, this one ruined my life. Again, that's a topic for another day. I've got ideas for how I'd want to present that to you, but the TLDR is that this game came out at a very strange time in my life, and was there for when something I'd never dealt with before happened. I am excited to see the box art though, because we kicked off this list with Breath of the Wild, and that had an awesome interior. So let's see the follow-up. No, I mean it, let's see the follow-up. By God, you can barely see anything. And I'm in fucking broad-ass daylight. Try this at home, kids. I bet you can't see a thing. The dark lighting and the use of brown definitely doesn't help. I totally get what they were going for, with this being the ancient depictions of the fucking, what was it called? The fuck, they said it to you like 4 or 5 times in the game. How do I not remember? What the fuck? Stop, shut up. Honestly, just really lame in comparison to Breath of the Wild. I remember when even seeing this on launch day, it still did nothing for me. I think mostly too, the copy-pasted bokoblins and moblins for a 3rd game in a row now just doesn't really give it its own identity. Just 1 point only.
I can't go on.
Hi, I'm in my bedroom now, where it all began.
Hey Luigi, there he is! He's stolen my wallet!
Let's get him, Mario.
What? Oh, take that! Oh, take that!
Oh no, I don't mean my first ever schizo rant. I meant the day of my birth. I was born in this room. Pikmin 4. Finally, after 10 long years, it happened. My bird said his first word.
Bitch.
Also, Pikmin 4 came out. Man, I gotta do a schizo on this game sometime. I've got so many things to say about it, and I wish they were positive. I think a majority of Pikmin fans have had their honeymoon phase ended with 4, and are starting to see the major flaws holding this game back. But something I'm not seeing people point out as a downgrade for this series is this interior. What the fuck? How did we go from this to this? Bruh, Ochi's butt is the only saving grace of this art. He looks like a Wiggler segment from everyone's favorite Paper Mario game. Miyamoto really wants to have Pikmin appeal to a wider audience, and a part of his grand plan is to single-handedly make sure every piece of Pikmin media is as minimalistic looking as possible. So bland and consumer friendly, which really goes against what Pikmin is. Definitely not a fan. 1 out of 5.
I'm starting to hate the number 1.
Super Mario RPG. So you're telling me this is a game for you and me? Actually, I feel a bit hungry. I'm gonna grab some food. Come with me. Before playing this game, I had forgotten how much of an influence it had on me growing up. The pure wonder of this adventure had hit me all over again when I got RPG Remake, as if it was my first ever exposure to this honest-to-God greatest piece of art ever made. So I need to be clear, I am completely biased for this game. Thanks, Yoshi. Love you. Say hi, Yoshi. Say hello. Hello.
He's alive!
Because when we open this up and see a map, your first thought is, oh, well, this is nothing too special. Miko's probably just going to give it a score of 3 or something. No. No. This stuff is good. This is as 5 as it gets. This overworld map was one of the biggest pieces of inspiration for me as a kid, which is seen all over my younger works, and to this day as well, with the sprawling artworks I create of locations from my stories and other pieces of media that you see in the backgrounds here of this video. So seeing this map, but gloriously remade, an adventure across these lands ready to happen, it fills me up with so much joy. Or gas, actually. Oh, I think that's bad gastro coming on! Out of my way!
I told you never to eat on camera again. Look what happened, bitch.
Oh god, okay. I wonder what's next on the list. Oh! Super Mario Bros. Wonder!
Wonderful!
After the onslaught of new Super games, it was time for this series to get a shake-up. And oh boy, what a shake-up it got. I'll definitely be looking up pictures of that later tonight.
Wonderful!
Such a cute box art too, really selling the Wonder vibe of this game. Hopefully there's more Wonder when we open up the case. Hey, I know you! God, it feels a little bit shameless for him to just blatantly reuse Luigi and Yoshi renders from the front of the box art. And for some reason, every time I look at Mario, it feels like a 3D world render of him.
Wonder!
It's pretty cool to see the whole map in one go, something I enjoyed a lot as a kid actually from New Super Mario Bros. U. But it has that weird border thing from earlier where it feels like the designers couldn't resize it to fill in the whole case. I mean, overall I dig it, just a couple little things put me off of it honestly. 4 out of 5.
Oh, quick! What's an adjective I could use to describe this game?
Wonderful!
Thanks, Mario.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Oh my god, can we stop with this border thing? Seriously, that's been like 4 or 5 games on this list with this effect, and there hasn't been a single time where I think it looks good. And then, like Mario Wonder, just tacking on Paper Mario and Goom's Smeller here like it does anything to alleviate the dead space. Gotta give it to Origami King. I didn't care much for its box art, but I think it's the one thing that game's got fully over TTYD. That and the objectively better Bob-omb partner. I love you, TTYD, but you gotta do better next time. 2 points. See me after class.
Someone's in trouble.
Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Very mild violence. The fucker gets electrocuted to death. How's it looking on the inside? Oh, so it's like Mario and Rabbids with its copy-pasted pattern effect. Well, surely Miko is going to hate this one. I mean, he tore Rabbids a new one and then some. This can only be the same. There's just one small thing, viewer. I have a serious problem, I know. The Mario vs. Donkey Kong series is one of my absolute favorites. It's a really niche series, but it's one of those ones that have inspired so much of my art and stories. It's really important to me, so I can't hate this. It's too adorable and makes me smile when I see these mini Marios off to serve their country in war. Given this 3 points because I have no shame. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. You're right, Nintendo. This game is a little too HD. You should have cut down on the graphics a little bit and put more of your budget into this box art. My god, nothing could sum up the quality of this 3DS port more than the My Nintendo wallpaper looking ass design this case is going for. Oh look, but it's Potapop leaving a trail of paw prints. It's so cute. Shut up. I've already done a Schizo rant on this port, but for those who haven't seen it, let me give you a quick analogy. It's like the feeling of moisturizing your hands and then wiping them with tissues immediately after. It's like, what is the point of that?
Meatloaf is ready!
It's not what it looks like.
Uh-huh.
No, Hackney, I swear.
Sure.
I was just making an analogy for Luigi's Mansion 2 HD's box art.
Miko, there's only so many times you could use that excuse. Just hurry it up before Meatloaf gets cold. This meatloaf is so fucking good, man.
Oh my god, I am so tired. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Let's see. Oh wow, a screenshot of the game with black borders. Don't care.
1 point.
I'm crying because I missed my meatloaf. Oh.
Super Mario Party Jamboree. Where the fuck did I put it? Oh yeah. Toilet paper? What the fuck? Did I have that stuck to me? Oh! Super Mario Party Jamboree. Here's the actual return to format for the series. Pretty good experience. This game goes hard with 8 people split into 4 teams. In case you were wondering. Okay, let's see the inside. Huh. Okay. I'm kind of into this. Wow, I don't think we've actually seen a map in this style, going for a simpler design of the main islands that litter the Mario Party Ocean, which is just across from the Gulf of Mexico. It's pretty charming, honestly. Kinda wish we saw more designs like this, maybe for the games with basic screenshots. Echoes of wisdom! 4 points to Jamboree, SMP.
SMP? Like the pedophiles?
Mario and Luigi Brothership! Ah yes, the grand return for the Mario and Luigi series that was met with one middling score, and no one would shut up about it. I'll tell you what, IGN, the thing that deserved a score of 5 the most was the case interior.
What? Was this not the Unitree? Wait, what? I thought this was the Unitree. I wrote thinking it was just the screenshot of Concordia. What? Huh? Well, this changes things a bit. Okay, well, I dig this. I don't think this is a 5 out of fucking 10 like IGN would give it. This is beautiful. And it does the bare minimum. Look, fills in the fucking borders. So no, this isn't a fucking 1 out of 5 for blunder shit. I'd give this like a 4. This is pretty cool.
I thought they were brothers. Why would Nintendo ship them?
And with that, we have reached the end of our rankings. Well done, people. Some people will argue that this was perhaps the biggest waste of my time, and to that I say, absolutely nothing, because you'd be right. Here are the overall rankings in a tier list, so you have an idea of what was the cream of the crop and what was absolute slop. And here's all the Switch box art interior scores combined together. Whoa, what a number! That is definitely a score I know off the top of my head right now and totally not doing in post-production. Comment below if you think I unfairly ranked something and explain why. I will then print out your comment and laugh at it every time I get ready for bed before looking at pictures of certain things online. Thanks for watching. Oh!